We're at Kinloch Horn, and we're in the heart of the very high grade metamorphism here of the Caledonian Mountains. So you can see that the rock is very highly folded, these folds that go around, and it's chemically segregated into dark regions and light regions. And these coarse black crystals here, these are all amphibole crystals, so we're in that amphibolite facies metamorphic grade, but we're actually at the very top of it, and these amphiboles are starting to break down. When they break down, it actually causes the rock to melt, because the water that's released lowers the melting temperature. So just on the slab behind you, these light regions, quite highly folded, some of them, in the darker rock around it, the darker matrix around it, these are bits of partial melt which have segregated out of the rock. So they're granitic in composition, and granite, you produce granite when you partially melt the lower crust. That's what granites are. So you can see that it's segregating out and making these little layers, and eventually these layers will separate out and they'll coalesce to produce dikes. So you can see here the layers run through, and then they come into this much larger body, and it's cutting across the foliation now. So this is actually the partial melt segregating out and making a granite dike that then cuts across the metamorphic foliation. So that's how you produce granites in the lower crust: partial melting of the lower crust, and then this segregation and generation of dikes.